My name's Randall Blaze. I'm actually a native Montanan. I was born and raised in Montana, but my family had land on the Pine Ridge Reservation, so I went up there 30-some years ago and took over the land and built a house and an art center, and pretty much I've been parked up there ever since. I've been doing art for over 50 years. I started at age 8 and never got over it. When the kids come in, whether they've done it or they haven't done it, I don't like talking about the work so much, but I just like to give them a chunk of clay and just get used to it. I show them different techniques on how to do stuff to where they get used to how to work it. So clay is pretty much the basis for all 3D work, so it's pretty critical. So we do these basic forms and stuff, but it's just showing the kids how everything works as they go along. And I always know that I'm successful because if the kids are in here working and they're laughing, then I think I'm doing my job. And it's not really frustrating to the young kids because they don't know what they're doing anyway. But when they discovered their own talent and you're praising them, it's a beautiful thing. That child's always going to have that in their brain. And I think that's how many professional artists gets going, is you have people praising you and helping you get up and running. So that's what I hope to happen. But more than that, even the kids that do it just for a few hours or a little bit here and there, at least they have a background in knowing, and it gives them an appreciation for art. There's so many schools that don't have art. I feel sorry for the kids that can't do that, because it's a beautiful part of the growth of any person to have that creative energy, but it's one of the only things you can do that's your own creativity. You're not following directions, you're doing whatever you want to do. And I think that's a beautiful part of life for children. But in art, you shouldn't, I don't see that as being a relevant thing, because the minute you criticize a child, you're impacting their creativity and their ego and their drive and their motivation. So all these little kids, no matter how, I don't want to call it crude, but how beginning the work is, I always try to tell them it's great, and I see it as great because you've done it. You're knowing how to do it, and you just keep working. The more you work, the better it gets, and by the time you've been doing it for a long time, you're very good at it. I really enjoy the program here. There's Dave's a really good artist, and the kids are really fortunate to have him here because he's not a teacher, he's an artist more than a teacher. And that makes a huge difference in my mind.